Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending where you're joining from. My name is Ng Wankwo. I'm a certified John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. I work as an engineer in one of the oil and gas industry. I'm a renowned member of the Empowerment Ribbon community where I serve also as a host. I'm also an excellent facilitator, as you can see with the Change Your World agent. Just before we start, we have our community manager here, and I just want to use this pleasure to welcome Jenny. Jenny, can you introduce yourself, please? A pleasure to have you here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, NG, for having me. My name's Janine Causey. I'm the community manager for the Change Your World platform through the Maxwell Leadership Foundation. So if you are using Change Your World through our changeyourworld.com website, you have a question and you reach out to contact us, you will get me. I'll be glad to answer any questions for you through email. And we can even set up a phone appointment if you ever have a question. But I am so thankful for NG. I know he's done a lot of work with facilitating transformation tables with Change Your World because he wants to change his own world and he wants to help you to change your world too. And so we're just so thankful that you're here. I can't wait to hear some amazing transformation stories from those of you that have gone through tables, and look forward to just experiencing this with you. Thank you so much, NG. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Good to have you here. So welcome to Change Your World Journey. The Change Your World Journey is for anyone willing to learn and live good values, value other people, and collaborate with others. You know, that is what we are here to do. That is it, to change our world. We all can make a change from where we are, from every point where we are. So you can ask me, so what is Change Your World? Change Your World is a platform for change, for a Change Your World movement. It began with a book written by John C. Maxwell and Rob Hawkins titled Change Your World, which serves as a guide for how anyone, anywhere can make a difference. So this is what we are going to do. We all are here to make a difference. We are not here to pass the world. So first of all, we're going to start with Dorcas to hear her amazing story, how Change Your World transformation has impacted her life. Dorcas, it's a pleasure to have you. Can you share your story, please?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Dorcas Nduku Haron. I'm a Kenyan by nationality, and I've been a participant in the Change Your World program. That has helped me so much. It has really changed my life. It has inspired my life in so many ways. And as of now, I can say that what I've learned has helped me, and more so also to my friends. Basically, like a lot of things that we have shared, like living a life of significance. It has taught me a lot of things, like values for people. You know, at times in our community or maybe in our workplaces, okay, we might be knowing what is value, but as of now, I know how can I value others? How can I be there? How can I fit myself in the gap so that I can help others? This one is valuable because at times when we relate well with others, if we are not valuing them, we'll be like missing a mark. So another thing is about hope. I've learned about hope, and I've known that in life, we have basically people who are like a low hope people, and we have high hope people. And as our mentor was teaching us, our Mr. NT, he taught us about that low hope people, they are not easily, or maybe they're not able to engage themselves into solving problems. And they end up giving up easily. But on the other side, for the high hope people, these people are able to solve solutions. They are able to look for ways on how they can deal with situations, of which, for me, as of now, what I've learned, it is good all of us to have like high hope, because you know, when we have high hope, we'll engage ourselves into solving solutions. We'll not be having problems with others. And this is basically what we need. Then also we learned about forgiveness. Forgiveness, it is something that is so important in our life. We are meant to forgive each other every day, no matter what. And that's why this program has helped us to forgive others every time, no matter of what we are doing, because forgiveness is a key thing. Without forgiving others, we can never grow spiritually and even in our life situations. Because giving an instance, for example, let's say that there was an argument between two parties. You know, if you don't sit down and resolve these things, you will end up being like hating others. So for us as participants, like me myself, I've learned a lot of things that have helped me in life. And as of now, I've also helped others, and they are happy. So I'm not saying that it's the final. I'm keeping on and on to help others to know more about these values that are helpful in life. So I think those are what I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing story. Wow, Dorcas was on fire. Janine, what can you say about Dorcas?
Dorcas, I just really appreciate how much you've leaned into the difference between low hope people and high hope people. And I think we go in and out, back and forth sometimes with going into places of low hope versus making ourselves go into a place of higher hope. And we can see when we are lower in hope, and that piece really spoke to you. And I just love that. And that it's a choice. You know, we choose to create positive things in our lives, and we choose to create a positive attitude. And those are things you can choose to do. You can choose to make those changes in how you feel and how you look at life. So excellent. I loved that story.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dorcas, for sharing your story from your heart. So we go to Donald before we go for our lesson for today, and Margaret, we round it up after our lesson. So Donald, can you share what has this Change Your World transformation table done to you and your career?
Okay, good evening all. I want to say a very big thank you to Change Your World. It's a pleasure identifying with you guys. I want to say a very big thank you. I'm a man of few words. I want to just say, among the lessons, we critically dissect the one of listening. When you talk of listening, it means not hearing, meaning it goes beyond hearing what someone says, and it goes deep. So deeper in the sense that you have to put in all your attention or everything. And having said that, I want to state categorically how he has helped me in my life personally, in my marriage, in my career, and otherwise. If I will say, as a my profession, being a safety advisor, a long time I didn't pay this attention much, knowing that listening is a skill, not just existing as human. You need to have it as a skill in order to achieve more. When you are into this, like my profession, you got to make a lot of listening when you are trying to make judgment, making investigation, stuffs like that. You have to listen to both parties, people who are involved, get core details before you can conclude. As per my general life, how I relate to my family, how I relate to the people, it sends so many signals after I get to enjoy this wonderful experience with Change Your World. And what makes it so funny is that these things are just free of charge. You touch so many life, and they make it take it to another level in the Change of World. Honestly, I can say a very big thank you. And one more thing, I learned about integrity. Wow. Um, to me, integrity is normal thing we have. But when I get to learn things from the change your word, and I get to understand that integrity has to do with things you do even when nobody is watching over you. It tells very deep. For me, it's a life turning situation. I have to now do some adjustment and front and back, and know that if I am to be called someone with integrity, I have to not look or do anything because someone is watching me. So all this and many more I learned, and I cannot say I learned them just over a time. It's just because I have someone like Mr. NG who is there facilitating and also guiding us. And I want to say a special thank you to Mr. John Maxwell, who has using his platform to promote this kind of package and give to people. A very big thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Donna. That was awesome, awesome, amazing, amazing. I'm so happy that your lesson on listening is amazing. At the end of the day, we are going to tell you how I change your world. What is transformation table? I don't know if we can say it now, Jenny. Should I just say it, or you want to share what is transformation table?
Feel free, NG. Transformation tables, I think you know it just as well as I do.
Okay, so transformation table are value-based, people-centric leadership lesson experience in a group setting. So if you have an organization, we can facilitate this, change your world and bring it to your organization. I can see one of my friends that have been following up here, you know, he has an organization. I'm going to bring that to your company in listening integrity, and I know you're listening. So we facilitate it as a group, be only 4 to 8 people for the first 6 weeks. And then after, if they move higher, we want them to go higher, and then we do another 6 weeks, which is the action table. Each and every one that has spoken, Dorcas, Donald, and Margaret that will speak at the end of the day, we will see they've already gone through these 12 weeks. And remember, Donald said, at no cost. Our commitment is that you have to respect people's time. You have to be available at the time. So without wasting our time, let's just have a quick lesson on today. Lesson on attitude. I will share my screen as we always do. As we always do, I'll share my screen and you just let me know if you can see my screen. And then how we're going to facilitate this is that I'm going to read from my screen, and Dorcas Jenny is there. She's going to read also, or we just keep her, and then we will go ahead while we keep. So welcome. Our lesson for today is your attitude. Your attitude colors everything in your life. Remember what I said? We are going to be taking each paragraph. Every one of us is going to be taking. John Maxwell said something. He said, attitude is the difference maker. Attitude isn't everything, but it is one thing that can make a difference in your life. Attitude can make a difference in your life. So we can now start by reading. I have everyone on my screen. Dorcas is the first, so I will read the first paragraph. I hope you can see that. You see, direction, insight. You say, take turn reading the paragraph. This is what we're going to do. As you read, underline the ideas that capture your attention. So I will read the first paragraph. You say, when you think of attitude, what comes to mind? You may not be able to easily define attitude, but you know a good or a bad when you see it. Dorcas, can you read paragraph number 2?
Okay, number 2. Your attitude colors every aspect of your life. It is like the mind's paintbrush. It can paint everything in bright, vibrant colors, creating a masterpiece, or it can make everything dark and dreary. If you look at the lives of people in any profession who achieve lasting success, you will find that they almost always possess a positive outlook on life.
Thank you so much. Jenny, can you have the next one, Jenny?
Sure. Having a positive attitude is essential. It not only determines your level of contentment as a person, but it also has an impact on how others interact with you.
Thank you so much. Donald, can you just read?
Oh, this, it's very small.
Yeah, just to learn more, okay? Just that line.
Yeah, I have this issue of sight, so I want to, if you
Okay.
can help it, enlarge it.
Oh, okay. So we just keep Donald. He said to David, you're next on my screen. David, can you read? Your attitude is your choice.
Wow. And yeah.
Okay, David is right. Your attitude is a choice you make. The average person wants to wait for someone else to motivate him. He is tempted to believe that his circumstances are responsible for the way he thinks and feels. In reality, attitude is always a choice. In fact, while we can't control many of our circumstances, we can always control our attitudes. And choosing a positive attitude makes any circumstance look better. When you choose your attitude, you are taking control of an important aspect of your life, rather than just letting life control you.
Thank you so much, David. Margaret, you're next to read. Maggie? Margaret, are you there?
Which of them?
Okay, so we'll skip.
Scream up, please. I can read now.
Okay, you can read. Okay. Donald, read. Your attitude affects your outlook.
When you choose to focus on the positive in your surrounding, you will tend to see more positive things. Choosing a positive attitude about your current situation enables you to see future circumstances in a positive light. Your attitude at this moment colors your perspective both now and future.
Thank you so much, Donald. So next on my screen is Lazarus. Laz, can you read? Okay, we will skip Laz if he's not available. Raja, you're going to read for us. Good to see you, my friend. So we'll just keep. Okay, Susan, are you there? You can read for us?
I'm on mute. Sorry, I'm on mute.
Okay.
I want to read.
Okay.
I want to read. I'm on mute.
Thank you so much. Good to hear. So read the
your
attitude procedure action.
Yeah, your attitude precedes your action. Actions are always an outward expression of your inner feelings. The way you feel about a given circumstance or situation will impact the way you react to it. When you change how you feel, you change how you act. By choosing a positive attitude, you make it easier for you to choose positive action. And this often leads to a positive outcome.
Hello, thank you so much, Okwi. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Okay,
yeah, good to
next on my screen is Maureen. Maureen, you're going to read. Your attitude enhance your relationship. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Your attitude regarding people will impact your relationship with them. If you start with a negative attitude about a person, you'll tend to focus on all of his negative qualities. A positive attitude about a person causes you to focus on his positive qualities. By choosing to see someone in a positive light, you'll act toward them in a positive manner. They'll usually respond in kind.
Thank you so much, Mary. So I have my fellow John Maxwell team member here, Afolabi. You can read that your attitude alter your outcome on that screen. Is he here? Okay, so okay, thank you.
Which one you said I should read?
Your attitude alter your outcome.
Okay, in his book, The Winning Attitude, John Maxwell states our attitude at the beginning of a task will affect its outcome more than anything else. Whether you are choosing to be cheerful about a task or choosing to believe in your ability to accomplish it. A positive attitude empowers you to do your best work. It makes team interaction go more smoothly, and very frequently, it delivers the result that you desire. Expecting the best usually results in the best. Thinking positively on the front end is critical to success.
Thank you so much, Falabi. I'm grateful to have you here. So we are now going to go to benefit, the benefit that we get in this attitude if we chose a right attitude. So for those that have not read before, I'm still going to be calling them. The next to read is when you develop a positive attitude, you experience the following benefit. Susan, if you're there, number one.
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, number one, you are content and enjoy life more. Number two, you inspire.
No, only one, Susie.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. Judy, are you there? Number two. Is Judy there? You're mute. Okay. So I recall, I think I skipped Galaxy X9. If you're there, you can read number two. I don't know your name. It's only showing the phone. Okay, we skip them. Are you there?
Okay, my name is Naomi.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, number two, sorry?
Yeah, you can read.
Okay, number two, it says you inspire others to achieve more together.
Thank you so much. So number three, Judy, are you ready to read now? Okay. Marcel, I think Marcel is here. I just saw Marcel. Okay, yeah, he has gone off. So. Okay, Emily, you can read now. We can't hear you, Emily. Okay, we speak. And I have the pleasure of having my son here. Josh, can you read number 4?
You see the opportunities in every situation.
Thank you so much, Josh. Okay, Marcel just joined back. Marcel, can you read number 5?
Benji, I'm driving.
Okay, thank you so much. So number 5. So Judy, are you back? Can you read number 5 now? Judy?
Okay, let me read that.
Okay, read.
You are usually exhibit gratitude towards others.
Thank you so much. So we start again, repeating that. So Margaret, now on my screen. So read number 6.
You keep pushing until you succeed.
Okay, you keep pushing until you succeed. Thank you so much. So now we go over, remember what we said at the beginning, you have to mark a sentence or a paragraph that speaks to you, you know, when we finish the steps. So we're going to start from the steps to follow to have a good attitude. Because for many, we also say jokers now should start from steps to follow number 1.
Okay, number 1, talk to yourself. The most important person to listen to is yourself. What you tell yourself about your situation is either an anchor that holds you back or a sail that propels you forward. Choose to think positive thoughts. When negative thoughts arise, respond to them with positivity. Tell yourself something positive, response. Don't let the negative voices inside your mind influence you to see things negatively. Immediately find the positive in the situation before moving forward. Remember, you can choose what you think.
Thank you so much, Dorcas. I will skip Janine and I will go to David. Number 2.
Choose positive relationships over negative ones. Think about people that you spend a lot of time with. Are their attitudes primarily positive or negative? Attitude is contagious. So you should spend as much time as possible with people who choose to think positively. Their willingness to see the good in a situation will encourage you to make the same choice. If your circumstances don't allow you to completely avoid negative people, then seek out positive people and spend time with them to counteract negative influences in your life.
Thank you so much, David. Susan, you are next to read number 3.
Number
3.
Number 3, feed your faith, serve your fears. Choosing a positive attitude is challenging at first. It's especially difficult if you haven't been filling your mind with positive input. If you have been starved or anything positive, then you need to start feeding yourself regular diet of motivational material. Read books to encourage a positive attitude. Listen to affirming messages. The more negative you are, the longer it will take to turn your attitude around. But if you consume a steady diet of the right mental food, you can become a positive thinker.
Thank you so much, son. Okay, so now we are going to take just 1 minute because of our time. We are running. We are going to take 1 minute. You say choose something you underline that is important to you. Take 1 minute to tell everyone what you chose and why it is important to you. We stop the sharing and see, okay, we try to see if I can put it on the chat. Then we will have it in the chat, okay? So, but if you have anyone as a facilitator, I will go first. And Jenny, this is how it is structured. So I will go first and underline what speaks to me. So if whether it might be what you read or what someone has read that speaks to you. So you just choose that and have it on your mind, okay? So let's go. Trying to see that we have it. So I put it in the chat so you can download it. You can have it on there to have it to see. But meanwhile, I will go back to share the screen. You cannot see the screen. You can download it and you can just pick one thing that speaks to you while we will still share our screen to have everyone read. So one of the things that I caught from me, I will start now, is an insight. Is an insight. Say your attitude colors every aspect of your life. It is like the mind paintbrush. It can paint everything in bright, vibrant color, creating a masterpiece, or it can make everything dark and dry. If you look at the life of people in any profession who achieve lasting success, you will find that almost always possess a positive outlook on life. This one speaks to me directly, you know, that I depend, like if I go into my office, I'm going to say, Angie is going to have a great day today, you know, because I know that my attitude will actually determine what happened. So that is one of the things that speaks to me about this lesson of attitude. Jenny, you have the pleasure to go, please.
Thank you so much. What stood out to me was the line I just put in the chat. When you change how you feel, you can change how you act. We can't help that we have certain feelings, but we can change those feelings and we can tell ourselves the positive thoughts we need to have and choose what we want to think, even when we're not feeling the way that feels positive, so that when we start thinking positively, we can change those feelings from negative to positive.
Thank you so much, Janine. Okay, Jocas, which paragraph, if you've not downloaded it, is on the chat, you can download it and you can just say, I will read. Otherwise, you can ask me, I will scroll for you to see.
Okay, for me, I think the point that has touched me in this is choosing relationships that are positive over the negative ones. Because, you know, when you choose positive relationships, they will make you grow. They will not make you drain. Because I've seen a lot of people, sometimes you be like, you want to associate with people who have negative attitudes, people because of peer influence and pressure because of life. But what I think is the best is that when you decide and choose what is positive over what is negative. So for me, I think that one has touched me because honestly, I really need to grow, and you can never grow in a negative attitude or where there's negativity. So choosing the negative relationship, that one is essential for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So David, you're next, please. 1 minute each so that we go. Which one I can scroll for you in the paragraph or area, up or down, depending where you want.
Yeah, basically it's the paragraph that I read. It talks about choosing your attitude. You know, it's a choice. I like the fact that it's something that you can choose. You know, you're not left, you know, with only the negative. So there's always going to be a negative and a positive. For example, you go for an interview and you don't get the job. That shouldn't make you downcast. You can, you know, choose a positive attitude and say, okay, I didn't get this one. I can get I'm definitely going to get something better. You know, it's just a way of going on. You know, choosing your attitude is like a fuel for you to go on. You know, when you're downcast, you only think about negative things, and negative thoughts will come, and positive will be around the corner waiting. You know, so you have the power to choose is very important aspect of your life. So I just like the fact that I can choose, and it's an exercise that I try as much as possible to carry on. Like when I get negative things coming, I try to shut it down and pick the positive side of things. You know, it's good for life, it's good for your community, it's good for people around you, because if they see that your attitude is always a positive one, it's going to help them also grow.
Thank you so much, David. Yeah. So Susan, you're next.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. I think my part which was interesting is your attitude affects your outlook. So when you choose, as in when we are, for example, when we are at our work and you focus on the positive things like around you, you can get that to really love your work and you can not get into any problem with anybody because your attitude is positive with the environment which is around you. So that really touched me and that really means a lot to me. And I think if we focus on this one, you can see that you not even, you can focus until you can see your future will prosper because if you are positive about everything, about yourself, about your job, about the positive people also who are surrounding you, when they are also positive, supporting you when they are positive also, your life can be good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Margaret, you are next to go. Maggie, are you there?
Okay. I can go now.
No, Maggie.
Hello.
Yeah, Maggie, go.
Yeah, for me, I'd say your attitude regarding the people will impact your relationship. For example, as a leader, you have your team, and if you start judging them by their point of view, not listening to them, not give them attention. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you.
Okay. Can I cover for her?
Okay, we will go ahead. Maggie is still. So, Donald, you can read now.
Can you scroll down a little bit? No. Oh, sorry. Oh. That is the one I read. Your attitude affects your outlook. Okay. When you focus on a positive in your surrounding, you intend to see positive things. Choosing a positive attitude about your current situation enables you to see future circumstances in a positive light. I will back this as an example. I came into this country, Doha, 2011. So I came with a friend who also is from Nigeria, and we are a schoolmate actually. And all of a sudden, he started telling me there is nothing good here. In a place where you cannot see ladies, you cannot drink, you cannot smoke. I don't think someone can survive here. I was telling him, my friend, you see people riding big cars. Are they picking it from the trash? They are focusing on something. Let's look for a way and also have money like these people. He said, no. Then all of a sudden he switched off and he went back to my country. So actually I was like focusing, asking question, what can I do to strive and survive in this country? And with no time, I get to know people who fix me up, who make me to understand, do this, do that. You get to the right place. So now it's history. this same guy is looking for a way to come back to where there is no smoking, no drinking, no woman, all these things. He was focusing on the wrong aspect of it, and he refused to see the positive side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Maureen, you are next to go. Just 1 minute, please, because we are running out of time.
I'll talk on your attitude. Your attitude precedes your action in a way that, yeah, just there, don't scroll. Actions are always an outward expression of your inner feelings. In a way, the way I can feel towards something that I feel myself. As a leader, somebody can come and express the thing he or she is feeling about it for me to help. But the way I'm feeling it, I'll give, the outcome might come negative, and I'm supposed to give something at least positive. So the way I'm feeling it is not supposed for me to bring it out. I'm supposed to bring something positive out, not the way I feel.
Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate it. Lars, you're next to go. Which lesson speaks to you?
Actually, Lars is not getting enough. He's my younger brother. Can you hear me? He's not getting a strong network to follow up. So you can see.
Okay.
He's writing me.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Raja. Are you there?
Yeah, I just have to unmute. Like this is the first time I've been part of this, and I've been able to grab a bit insight into what this is all about, and it's quite wonderful. Let me talk about attitude precedes your action. Yeah. As a young entrepreneur, and then after being in public service for a while, and then coming back after a lot of the experiences and the things that happened, I would want to put this into perspective. When you change how you feel, you change how you act. Yes, it's something I want to attribute to myself, and then things that actually happened in my life, and coming forth this way. Because if I should recount, it was at a time that there's no way forward, all hope is lost. But it's about changing the attitude or how you think. Thinking is actually one thing that actually controls us. And that's actually one thing that I have used as a tool. So is this I want to actually bring into perspective. And maybe in further discussion, probably I'll put more light, or even, seek for more light into it. Let me stop there for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, okay. Okay, Judy, are you ready to go? Okay, Josh, are you ready now? So what did you get?
The one I really got was that your attitude precedes your action, meaning that the type of way you behave is how you act. So the same attitude you have for someone is how you will act with them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Josh. Okay. So who has not spoken? We have a few people joined us. We are just finishing. We are just there. Shego, good to see you. So we look at this. Look at this. Now this, Jenny, With permission, I would just like us to have a look at this, and then we go over it and think about it. Say, complete the self-assessment, self-evaluation session below. Rate how you will demonstrate this quality in your life and on a scale of 1 to 10 because of the time. And we will answer the question. Jenny will have a pleasure to scale, and I will have the honor to do it. And then we cannot give Maggie time to speak about transformation table. He said, why do you give yourself the score? What benefit would you receive by improving your rating? Who do you know that exemplifies this quality? What do you admire most about that person? What specific action can you take immediately that can improve your rating? Jenny, it's a pleasure to have you speak on this.
Thank you. So you want me to do the evaluation and action for myself?
Yes,
Okay.
for yourself, so that we can learn, everyone can see. Most of them have done it. So because of our time, each of us can go over it. We have just 1 hour.
Absolutely, I understand. And I'm just so thankful that each of you were able to share a piece of the lesson. That's the part of the whole experience that I know helps you to really think and discover about yourself what stands out to you. So on attitude, I think I would give myself a rating of a 7 because I feel like I know that the Lord really encourages me with regular time to say, I have so much to be thankful for. And when we're thankful for things, that really does bring out a good positive attitude in us. And if we get too down and we aren't thankful, it immediately takes us down. So that's why I give myself a 7. Definitely benefit from improving my rating because I know that more people are influenced positively, the more positive that I am, because I know it rubs off on other people. And so I live in a house with my parents, my husband, my children. And I know that the more that I can choose that positive attitude and make it better, the more other people can benefit from that as well. I would say somebody that exemplifies this quality is a coach. His name is Bruce Pieper. And when you see Bruce, he's just always lit up and smiling. And you think maybe that's kind of fake, but he actually lost his wife about a year ago, very unexpectedly. But he uses this lesson to choose positive attitude in his life constantly. And when you see him, he is willing to serve and thankful and just has so much gratitude just for life. And that's the beauty of choosing that positive attitude, even when there's something maybe that is negative inside of you, that you choose to go above and beyond that. And I just really admire that about Bruce. And as far as one specific action that I can take immediately, I can choose in the morning to really pour into myself some positive things like positive worship music or reading something positive, or even having a motivational type of words that I want to say to myself every morning. So that's something that I can do to improve my rating.
Thank you so much, Jenny. I would have loved to go over to change as the facilitator. So I will just go quickly with 1 minute. So I give myself a 7 also. Why? Because I know sometimes I'm on this reading, sometimes I have a good attitude and I'm just there, but I know I can improve on it. What benefit will we receive by improving my rating? Of course, we rub off on my kids, on my wife, and in my job, because once I go in my office, they always say, hey, with Angie, everything is okay. So that's why I gave myself that rating. So increasing that rating will also rub up on my family. So who do I know and simplify this? I call his name Rabbi. His name is Austin Amos. You tell him everything. You just tell him, you say, hi, Angie, he's a smart thing. Meanwhile, he's going through challenge and you just see that he's going through challenge. You wouldn't know, and you're just telling him your loads, and he just chose to be him. Initially I say, why this guy is either the prayer is praying or what he's doing is not working, or just me, he's not getting it. He's not. After you will explain for an hour, but you will just say, he's a smart thing that we can do it. And by the time finish speaking, he will dazzle you, and that emotion will be off, that negative emotion will be off of you. So what specific action I will take to improve my rating? Of course, continually, I will continue to speak to myself. I have an affirmation that I do every morning in my home and in my office. If I just go in, I say, this day is going to be a great day. And if I continue to do that, I know I'm going to continue to have a great attitude and a great result. So thank you, everyone. So now, before we talk about transformation table, I'm going to put up the link for those that we want to join in the next transformation table. But before then, we'd like to hear the story of Maggie. Maggie is the Kenya representative of domestic worker in Doha. Maggie, it's a pleasure to have you. We'll stop sharing the screen and now you can go. How taste of your story of transformation.
Sorry guys, I'm having problem with the Wi-Fi, but I thank God. Okay, like they said, my name is Margaret Kabwe. I represent domestic worker and I'm a member of Kenyan Community Leader. Okay, I joined this program. First of all, I want to thank John Maxwell and your team for the good thing you have done in my life personally. I remember the first time I joined the transformation table was 2020 during Corona period. And the first topic that I learned was listening. And the same day I learned about listening, I was in this function. I was a judge. It was a International Women's Day. And I was a judge. And I did not pay attention. Let me say that I was not a good listener. So I did not pay attention. So I did not know the full name of the people who are participating. And I ended up doing things that I was helped by a friend. So in the evening, that's when we learn about listening. And I remember I shared my story with the people we were doing the transformation table that time. I think we are just 4 of us. And I learned a lesson. Because first of all, listening is understanding. If I listen to what the master of the ceremony was saying, I could have followed and I could have known the names of the people who are participating. Another thing, if you want to add values to people, you have to listen and understand what they are saying. If I say that, like, I'm a leader, I lead a group of 200 plus ladies. And it came to a time that I was overwhelmed by whatever I was receiving, because I received cases, I received challenges, I received people wanting this information. And as a poor listener, you can imagine how I had a tough life. But as we speak now, I have become a good listener and I have been able to understand all the cases that I can receive even a day. I can see more than 5 cases per day. And I have more cases. So that is the top up of the cases that I have. But because I'm listening to them, I have been able to handle and sorting out. First, before I forget, Maureen, the governor, she's here. I want her to join the next training. And my brother Joseph, those 2 people I mentioned, they play a big part in my life. I want them to join the next transformation table. Okay, let me continue. About listening, like I said, what I learned is, if you want to add value to people, you have to listen. If you listen, you'll be able to understand. what they are telling you, and you'll be able to understand their need. The next one, and the tough one, was forgiving others. Most of the time, what we do, we forgive people. Oh, they did this to me and this. We forgive them. But maybe we contributed to whatever happened, and we contributed to how those people treated us, how they did. But we forgive them, but we forgot to forgive ourselves. So for forgiveness, forgiving is a gift you give yourself. If you forgive, you'll have a better life. You'll not have more headache and stomach. Because most of the time, let me say, I hate Brother Angie. Every time in the social media, I see his photo. When we go to church, I meet him. You know, you will normally feel, if you meet your enemy, the person who hurt you, your heart change, your attitude change. So forgiving is another thing we need to do. And we need to accept how people they are. Sometimes what people give us is the only thing that they have. But we can change that. We can help them to understand how to relate with people. And maybe they will change, maybe they did something without knowingly, but they'll be able to change. So forgiving is very important in this life, no matter what they did to you. And first, we need to start forgiving our family members, because that's the first group of hatred started with our family members. We need to forgive them, and we forget about them. Because when you forgive, you immediately forgive the people that hurt you. Trust me, you feel better. And you change. And you can do that. Let me give you, for example, since I did these lessons, when you hurt me, I used to react. But nowadays, I'm taking time. And I check whether why did you do this? Did I do something wrong? If I observe everything, that will help me to take the next step. And the step that will help me that I will not hurt you and I will not hurt myself. We'll both live peacefully. Maybe they will not be happy and they will be shocked. Why did this happen? And another thing, we need to avoid confronting them when we are hurt. Because you might say things that you do not want to tell them. The other thing I learned was putting your purpose into action. That one. What do you like to do? As Maggie, I find myself as a leader. I don't know how I was selected. I don't know what they see to me, but I start putting my purpose into action. When I see a distress, let me put, I'll distress migrant worker, let me use that word, migrant worker. My heart, I feel hurt. I feel it is like me. But when after listening to them, understanding them, I'll try my best to help them. And it makes me feel okay, whether they get the proper help they needed, whether they get justice or not. But I try to put my passion, my strength, and value to see how I can help them. Because after helping them, I feel okay. I feel my heart. Yes, maybe I did not, whatever I wanted did not happen, but I feel I have done something.
Thank you so much, Maggie.
And then about another thing, when I bring friends together, like the team we finished last time, Brother Angelich to me, and I find them. So I help them, I bring them together so that we can learn together and we'll be able to help others. Let me say the last thing I wanted to say. I had so many things I wanted to say, but I see we don't have time. Where is it? Let's not be defined by our stories. We should be defined by the way we treat others and the way we treat ourselves. Anyway, I think that's all. I just want to say thank you to all of you, and every one of you matters to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maggie. You are loaded. You are loaded. Thank you so much. It was an amazing story. On the closing remark, before I give to Jenny to have a closing remark for us, like we said, the next transformation table is starting soon. So the link for the registration is already there. So please share it with your friends, with your neighbor. We have 2 slot dates. Remember, the transformation table is a group of 4 to 8 people. Every week they meet for an hour for 6 weeks. For the first week, and let me just give you a taste of the lesson they're going to have. They're going to have, like you heard, hope, listening, valuing every person, integrity, forgiveness, and multiplication. This is going to be the first 6 lessons they're going to have for 1 hour every week. So you can forward to your friend. And once we have 4 to 8 people, we will start because the only commitment, like we said, there is no financial commitment, but you have to commit to time, respect people's time, and respect your commitment that you have put in there. So on that note, I want to say thank you for everyone, and I'll give over to our community manager, Jenny, to have the last word before we take our photo of the day. Don't go, or tell your friend I've left that we need to take our screenshot. So you can now open your camera if you want to. Jenny, thank you.
Thank you, NG, and thank you everyone for coming today and for letting me be a part of this experience and sharing your stories so graciously. Thank you for the testimonies. Thank you for engaging in the lesson and participating. Super excited for any of you that are able to join NG in his next Transformation Tables group. It's 1 hour a week for 6 weeks. It's a commitment that you will not regret. We are just so thankful for the opportunity to share these leadership lessons with you and to help you to choose to have a good attitude, but also to choose to continue to grow personally and intentionally. And that's our goal. And we hope that you're motivated by having this taste of transformation to be able to continue on your journey of personal growth with NG facilitating. And it's just a fabulous time to be here today. Anything else?
No, that was absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. So if you can put your camera on, and I will stop recording now so that we can just take a picture and we'll leave.